This is a typical UPS battery cabinet. The Eaton 9390. The full capacity is for 40 batteries, 480 volts. For this case, it has 36 batteries. Let's see how we install BatteryDAQ Sentry-4012 monitor inside. Some of our partners neglect to install the unit on the top of the battery cabinet. That is still a good way to go, but today we are going to show how we install this inside the cabinet. The first thing is to put correct label to the battery tray. This diagram, it shows the battery number 1 is on the bottom. That is not the way we want to go. We want the battery number 1 as the very positive terminal. So we put a label. That's the battery 1. 5 to 8, all the way down to 20. This side, if there's 40 batteries, it should be another 20. But for this case, just go down to 36. The next thing we do is to put a DC-DC. For this case, the customer does not want the AC outlet come to this unit. So we use a special DC-DC converter. It takes 200 to 600 volts, and the output is 24 volts. For the Sentry unit, it can take both 12 volts and 24 volts without any change. Right now, we temporarily powered this unit with a AC adapter. For the Sentry units, this 4012 model, it has 4 plugs. So this is ideal for the battery rack with 4 tiers. Each tier has 10 batteries. So each cable goes to each tier. But for this case, we have 9 trays. We don't want to run one cable from this plug and then split them to different trays. So we want one tray has 1 cable. Because if we split them, it may have safety concern for this high voltage cabinet. So here we see we have 9 cables goes to the plug, and each cable goes to 1 battery tray. Let's look from the side. So that is 1 cable comes to 1 tray with all 9 fuse here. So next one, 1 cable comes to 1 tray and connected to the inline fuse. You see how it connects to the actual battery. So that's the inline fuse. So it has number 32 positive terminal. And this is a tab. can unplug and just plug on. Goes to the each positive terminal. There's 3 special one. That goes to very positive, very negative, and the middle point. So those 3 fuses are 3 amps for the internal resistance measurement current. For some existing battery to virtual feed the battery monitoring, so this type may only have 1 connection. So we may need to unscrew this terminal and put the O-ring on this connection. We cannot share 1 type for both measurement and the internal resistance current. So that's the battery types. Here you see this is we call HMI tool. It's for the technician to do the test without a computer. Also to make some configuration changes, calibrations with this tool. After installation, we don't need this tool on site. So the only connection to the outside of cabinet is this red Ethernet cable. So it goes up, goes all the way up, and come out on the top of the cabinet. So that's the only connection to the outside. There's 2 temperature sensors. One goes to the bottom of the cabinet. If necessary, this cover can be opened and let the sensor reach to the floor. It's supposed to take the air in. That's a room temperature, ambient temperature. The battery temperature, this sensor goes up, and we attach it to the to a battery on the top tray. That's supposed to be the highest temperature point. For this installation, we use the 32 mm diameter current transducer. It is big enough to pass gauge 0 cable. So the unit is attached to the cabinet by the magnets. If there's a concern, you can replace the magnets with another DIN ray, just like this DC-DC mounting. But actually this magnet, they're strong enough to hold the unit. Okay, once we load back the new batteries, it is good to go. Enjoy.